What is up, guys? It's your boy Epic Gnome here, ready to start a new Let's Play. Let's call this one Noob Plays Factorio for the first time. So, I played a little bit of this prior to this, just so I knew what I was kind of sort of doing. And let's just go. Yeah. Um, generate preview. Let's get a good world here. Yeah, not really feeling this one. Although, that's a good starting position. Lots of coal. I like them more green. Too green. Not enough green. Not enough. Ooh, this is nice. What's the ore placement, though? It's a pretty good mix of coal. Any oil nearby, though? Nah, not a fan. Um, yeah, Factorio's a fun game in which you build a factory, like the name says. Um, and in it, you're a little Factorio dude, and you have aliens that you need to stab and whatever. So yeah, I don't really know what to say during this part of the game while we're setting up. Just in the comments below, say something about how you're so excited for this YouTube channel to exist again after 9 or so years. Let's go with this one. I like this world. Cool. So, to play Factorio, what you start out with is you want to locate where your main resources are, in this case iron, stone, coal, and copper. And you first want to go to your coal and just thunk down a burner drill. And I'm going to turn down the sound real quick. And get some coal, throw it in your burner mining drill, and you'll get more coal. And then you want to go craft a secondary mining drill, which requires you to get some iron. So you'll want to go over to this iron patch and get 3 iron ore, which takes a while because we're still doing it by hand. Cool, so now that we have our 9 iron ore, we could go back down to our coal patch. And the goal of this game is that you want to make a factory that's able to build a rocket and go to the moon. Or space, and you want to launch a satellite into space, basically. That's all you're doing. And there's multiplayer, so if you want to join up with me, um, join my Discord, or sure, join my Discord server in the chat, or in the description below, whatever. Yeah, join my Discord server, and you can, I don't know, play the game with me or something. Cool, so now that we have a second burner mining drill, we could have 2 burner mining drills feeding into one another, and that will create an infinite supply of coal until their inventories get full. And now I want to get 5 stone so we can build a secondary furnace. And then I think the best idea of where to go from there is to start by getting some power. And for that, we'll need a boiler, um, steam engine, and offshore pump. So we'll need a lot of um, coal, iron, and a bit of copper. So let's go pick up some copper. I do believe we only need 3 though, so yeah, we only need 3 copper. But we need a lot of stone. Especially to make our boiler. And by a lot, I mean 5 pieces. What we need a lot of is iron. Iron is the main resource in this game that you craft stuff out of. If you couldn't guess, because everything needs it. And this game is super dark, if you couldn't tell. Because I'm having a hard time seeing, and I'm able to watch this um, live, or in a bright room, with not on YouTube. So let's get some copper. Did I say copper? I meant iron. Let's get some iron. Let's go throw that in the furnace. And I think we'll move the furnace up north with us a bit so we can smelt the iron while we're mining it. And we need 36 iron. So yeah, the early game for Factorio isn't too exciting until you get power, and then you could really start ramping it up with automatic mining and whatever. And our pick just broke, so let me craft another one. And this is basically our life until we are able to get power in the game. And then we could craft a electric mining drill, and that will basically just start the factory. And probably anger lots of aliens too, but meh. Who cares about that? So let's craft an offshore pump. And now we have 2 parts of what we need to build our factory. Okay, I think that's enough iron for now. Now we need to chop down some wood to build some power poles so we can get that power to what we need. And I'm not going for any specific achievements or anything, because I'm still pretty new to the game. If you can't tell by my amazing commentary and gameplay skills. So cool, so we just need our steam engine, and we can pick up our furnace, and we could go over here, and the order that you need for power is you want to place a offshore pump, then a boiler, and then a furnace. And then you want to supply that with coal. And then last but not least, you'll need to run over to a copper vein because you forgot to get copper to power your, or to get some power poles. So for that we'll need one, like 10. And that's gonna take too much time, so need to make another pickaxe. And I'm gonna mine some of these big rocks. And these are really handy to mine in the beginning because they give you both stone and coal. Like this huge rock right here gives you 37 of both coal and stone. Very useful indeed. And in case any of you are wondering where I've been the past 2 years in between uploads, and the answer to that question is, wouldn't you like to know? Cool, and now we just need some more iron and we'll be set. So here, how much iron do we need? 23. We also need one more copper. I'm gonna throw that in the furnace. Get my last bit of copper I needed. So yeah, this first episode's just gonna be mostly me setting up the game for the rest of the series because I'm terrible at this and do plan on looking at the Wikipedia or the wiki for this game a bunch so I understand how to play. And back to mining we go. And some of the fun things you can do in this game range from nuclear power to trains. No planes, sadly. Um, you can get an automobile. So that's pretty fun. There's guns. And mostly just setting up very complicated series of conveyor belts and auto crafters and whatever to manufacture what you need. And for this game, you might as well just sprinkle in a little hard drugs because it's honestly less addictive than this. This game is very well known to be an addictive substance. It's on the World Health Organization watch list of super hard drugs. I know, such captivating gameplay from this. And then while that crafts, I'm gonna run and get one more, or a few more bits of copper. So I craft a few more power poles so I can even reach the iron to get what I need. Cool, now that that's good, let's take out that, throw that in, and pick a good spot. There. What do you mean, no power? That's why. And now we have power auto feeding into our electric mining drill, which is now auto producing iron plates. Boom. And that is how you automate, fools. Just run down, pick up a bit more coal. And run back up. It's a lot of running. And now we need to work towards getting a few more um thingamadoos to get some more another electric mining drill, and this time for copper. Didn't have a long enough um I don't have enough power poles to reach. Grab that. Craft a few pickaxes. And mine some more copper. Yay. Let's see here. I think this will be enough. Famous last words, am I right? Once again, so sorry for how dark this game is. And we didn't have enough. Let's see if we do now. Cool, now we have auto copper and auto coal and automatic iron. The next part of this game is to start with a automatic method of smelting all of these in one big system. And this system for smelting all your junk into plates is called a furnace array. And these things can be absolutely massive or the size of a small dog. It's a range. Cool, so now that we have a method for storing, or now that we both have stone, iron, coal, and copper, we can get started with working on another furnace or another mining drill to increase our production of iron plates. And then I think we could start working on our first furnace array. Which is going to be kind of hard until we get the first research logistics. Which will allow us stuff like underground belts and splitters and whatever. Cool, so now we're met with a common problem in this game, and that is not having enough space. So what we're going to do is build some belts and get a inserter here. And inserters are able to move stuff where you want them. Like from this conveyor belt here onto a furnace. Looks like we need more coal to go into the boiler. And technically we now have our first automated system. That will supply us with all of our needs of coal and iron. And now I have a chest. Except I put it in the wrong spot. Because we need to first use inserters pointing in the direction of furnaces to place the iron plates on the belt and then into the chest. Like so. And let's just, for good measure, throw hit Alt so you can see what's inside of it. And let's get one more furnace. And I think we're good now, iron-wise. Okay, and then that brings up the question of, okay, so probably move our power here-ish, where I'm standing. And then we'll want our main bus, which is a fancy lingo word for all of the conveyor belt system holding all of our supplies in the center here. And then I'm thinking we'll start our smelting array right here. Which will need a lot of furnaces. You need 48 furnaces minimum. Well, now that we have 48 furnaces, we'll need some inserters. And our thing will start right here. So the order that I like to put my system in is belt inserter, furnace inserter, belt, inserter, furnace, inserter, belt. And right now I don't have enough inserters or copper to do anything. So I shall quickly grab what I need and start the process of placing all the furnaces. And I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't know how long I've been recording for, but once I finish placing these furnaces, that'll probably be it for this episode, so yeah. Sorry if this has been a subpar return to the wonderful YouTube land, but you get what you get. And in this case, it's a Factorio video by someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. So that's Epic Gnome signing off for the next decade, probably, knowing my upload consistency, am I right? Just kidding. Um, I'll probably make another video this soon. So, see you when I see ya. Um, brush your hair or whatever. I don't know.